This will slow things down.
Fate is upon you. Nice and spicy.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up! Why do they never miss? Let's light it up!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Eat this!
Let's light it up!
Boba, get them!
To ashes!
Spin blade!
Yeah!
Lights out!
Disappear!
Judgment! Shiver! You can't run!
Yeah!
You can't run!
Another job.
Race you!
Let me scribe!
Nice and spicy! You're toast!
Everybody stand back!
Hunter becomes
Adventure time!
Decided by destiny! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this!
a hunter.
Going in!
Over! Get them!
Let's light it up!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Everybody stand back!
Another test subject. Picked the wrong test subject.
With the wind!
Eyes on me! Punishment! Judgment! You can't run!
This.
Shiver!
You're open!
Try.
Disappear!
Here.
You can't run!
The wrong test subject.
Are you here to
Shadows of fate! Fate is upon you! You're toast! Race you!
The merrier! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Over here!
Let's light it up!
Let me amuse myself.
Punishment! To ashes! Back off!
That tingle
Light
is so
You can't run! So you know your stuff, huh? You can't run! Everything is negotiable.
Finally, I caught you. I have something I'd like the Knights of Favonius to do for me, and I want you to pass on my request.
Oh, so it's Jean you were really hoping to see.
You are close with her. Really? It must be a good feeling knowing Jean's got your back.
Anyway, what was it you wanted us to tell Jean?
Oh yes, I must apologize for being unable to visit the Knights in person, but unfortunately, it's right in this busy season that the route between here and the problem is that the suppliers in Springvale say that deliveries have nothing to do with them. They're just
What? No! How's that going to help?
Please, ask Master Jean to send a party to clear out the hilly trails from the road to Springvale. Oh, help at last. With Jean on the case, this will be solved.
Seems like everyone really trusts Jean.
Oh, I nearly forgot. Charles the bartender said Why don't you stop by and...
Fine. In for a penny, in for a pound. Is the pipe...
It's been getting quite busy recently.
What do you think this is, kiddo? A fruit you...
How rude! Especially since we're here to help!
Help? Oh, yes. You're the acting grand...
That's one way of putting it, but...
Great. Tell Jean I need my quarterly tax return forms then. It's time to get Elzer on to doing the accounts again. I must say, though, the tax rate on alcohol in Mondstadt is pretty... That's mostly down to Master D-Luke's successful business.
Why are the accounts with Jean? Does she do bookkeeping now, too?
Acting Grandmaster Jean personally goes over all the accounts. After all, the wine industry is Mondstadt's main source of income.
Paimon never knew that. Jean's job is even harder than it seems.
The Acting Grandmaster's hard work indeed makes our lives a... We're certainly very lucky, but... To put it bluntly...
Wow. How do you sleep at night knowing how much pressure you put Jean under?
When you put it like that, I do feel quite it. Although, I doubt the acting
Sounds like a poor excuse to deny Jean a free drink. Come on, let's go and see Jean.
Hey, you two!
Margaret? What are you doing here?
My cat's gone missing. Have you seen it? No, not her. I imagine Diona's probably still in the tavern. I mean, little Princey. Prince was just home, now he's gone.
Did you seriously think Diona was a housekeeper?
This is a bit worrying. What if Prince can't find his way home?
But we're on our way to an urgent meeting with...
You're on the way to see Jean? What a coincidence!
Paimon thought you were looking for a cat.
Yes, I wanted to see if Jean could help look for my cat.
Seriously? You want Jean?
What's wrong with that? Jean's a really nice person. Please mention it to Jean for me. I'll treat you to a...
Hey! Hey! Ugh, unbelievable! Acting Grandmaster? Oh, Master...
Oh, it's our honorary knight.
Sorry, how can I assist?
Actually, it's not us who need your help. It's a bunch of other people.
I see. Well, thank you for your service to the people of Mondstadt. I have made a note of these commissions in my files, and I will accordingly.
Great! We didn't miss out on anyone's commissions, did we? Sarah's Hilly Churls, Charles' tax return, Margaret's cat. We'll be on our way then, Jean. Jean, are you okay? How's Jean holding up? Is it serious?
It's just burnout from work stress. She'll be fine after a good old rest. Thanks for bringing her here. She may have tried to keep soldiering on otherwise.
It's not a surprise, though. She does have a lot to get through every day.
Poor Jean. She's always been one to push herself too hard while overlooking her own needs. This isn't the first time something like this has happened. Oh, you think so? I mean, she's the acting Grand Master and all. So you know, it's not like this is a personal thing. It's just out of love for...
What's up with Barbara?
Anyway, you're an honorary knight, aren't you? While the Master is down, the knights should share her burden, no?
That's a very good point, but shouldn't one of the...
Jean has so much to do. And you should go and check in at the headquarters. Jean will be fine with...
Paimon feels like she's trying to get rid of us.
Why is that?
Nothing. We'll leave you to it. Come on, let's go. Oh, it's Kaya!
I've been waiting for you. I have been informed about Jean falling ill. On behalf...
So courteous and polite. This isn't the Kaya Paimon knows.
Well, the circumstances warrant it. This is the... Now, in addition to that thank you message, there was one other thing. It's like you read my mind.
Things like helping to fill in for Jean.
Right. Although the commissions you reported to Jean have already been... I am concerned that they will not be handled with due care. So I am hoping that you can help out. Where you see, I will feel much more at ease knowing that the honorary knight is personally...
You can flatter us all you want, but answer me...
Oh, I have far more important matters to attend to.
Fine then. So it's Sarah,
Those are the ones. I appreciate the help. See you.
Lisa, are you here about the tax...
Oh, hello, darling. You're quite right. After I...
Cool! Well, if we're no longer needed...
Wait a moment. Actually, Charles here was wondering...
Please, allow me, ma'am. I just took a rather important order. But unfortunately, we've run If it's not too much trouble.
What's so urgent about this order?
It came in at the last minute.
Exactly. Hence the urgency.
I'm positive that next time my boss, Master D. Luke, is here, He'll pick up the tab for...
Sounds about right.
Judgment! You can't run! Punishment! Yeah!
So this is where Charles's delivery disappeared.
Have you come to rescue me? I've been waiting long enough. And all the time I've been working at the winery, this is the first time I've been... If you'd taken any longer, I don't know what I would have done.
Fear not. My friend here is a hilly churl exterminator
Just as well. Then please escort this train and be careful with it. Just beating up the hilly churls is not the aim. I'll be waiting up ahead.
Что ж.
You can't run! Back off! Shiver! Huh? Yeah! 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 Everybody stand back! Let's light it up! Get lights out! You can't run! Eyes on me! Judgment!
Nice and spicy.
Yeah! Teamwork is dreamwork! Shiver! Judgment!
I'm gonna rot if I don't deal with them in time.
Now I got stomach cramps.
Thank you, I'll put in a good word for you with the gentleman.
They're all gonna.
Got it. I'll set off right away. Amber, are you here to help out with Jean's commission?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I was just getting ready. Who better than an outrider to
Oh,
Sarah, what are you still stressing about? I'm an
you misunderstand me. I don't doubt your abilities. I'm just over. Another bizarre order came in just now. It's like they're. Really? You don't mind? That would be wonderful.
Yeah, well, those hilly trolls are going to be a handful.
Well, why don't you take this order? Start by getting.
Are you sure he can be trusted?
We're well past the point of aiming for perfection.
A fight?
For this dish, we need 3 sweet flowers and 3. Okay, go and get ready. You two.
Oh, yeah.
Have you brought me 3 sweet flowers and
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Yep, that's it. Now, order number 7 is for 1.
And so begins the story of.
You did say you'd help Good Hunter out. Be sure. Any news on that sweet madame? One sweet madame received. This smells Since you cook so well.
Sticky honey roast? Paimon sure.
That's right. A mainstay of the Good Hunter. The knights order it almost every time they come here for a get. Let me teach you the recipe for a sticky.
Wait, didn't you say it's your pride and joy?
With your cooking skills, I don't think you will be doing a disservice. As soon as that sticky honey roast is ready, please. I'm still waiting on 1 sticky honey. This is... Wow! Did you really cook this? This is quite simply astonishing! You were born...
Are we released from kitchen?
Yes, thanks ever so much for your... If you ever get tired of being an adventurer, there'll be a job waiting for you at Good... It's been getting quite busy recently.
Hey, look over there! She's all by herself, right? Because she's acting as if she's talking and laughing with somebody else. What? You mean you used to act like that too? So is this an an invisible friend who hangs out with you sometimes? Or do they just exist in your imagination? Imaginary. Oh, you must mean imagined friend, right? So, this imaginary friend of yours, when does Paimon get to meet? Seriously? So, imaginary friends just... Oh, Paimon was looking forward to meeting yours. No way! You guys are so lucky! Because they have this game in Liyue. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems...
Oh, Traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Tone-deaf bard. What are you doing here?
I'm here because Lisa has been making some exciting new contraptions.
Why does the thought of Lisa's contraptions make Paimon so nervous?
Come now, that's no way to speak about the elegant Miss Lisa. For this particular contraption, Lisa had to import some dangerous materials from Sumeru.
Dangerous?
That's right. Looks like a monocle, but actually it's called a Nernama detector. Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm borrowing...
Huh? What?
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain childlike sense of wonder. If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself some...
So, you can see them? Go on, tell us!
That would be telling. Anyway, it's all yours now, Traveler. Take a look, see if you can...
Do you see him? Do you see him?
So it does work for you two.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, but this gizmo isn't in Paimon's size. All right then, you'll just have to be Paimon's eyes on the ground. Let's go see what everyone... Flora from the flat... Paimon bets she has an imaginary friend.
Can think about his Diluc. There it is! Behold, a floaty imaginary friend for floaty-headed Flora! A bloaty floaty!
Wait, imaginary friends can be plants now?
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure, how can I help? You mean me and Mr. Floaty? Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend. We live together. Say hello, Mr. Floaty. They can see you.
No fair. Paimon hates feeling left out.
Flora, why exactly are you friends with a bloaty...
What's wrong with it? I always wanted to be friends with a plant who could fly.
Friends with a flying plant?
Because then when it's windy, you and your friend can fly off into the sky together.
Isn't that called being blown away?
That's what some people like to call it. I only found out this plant existed from an explorer who told me stories of... I think his name was... Stanley. Stanley's an adventurer, and you can tell he's an expert at it from the stories he tells. The Amazing Adventures of Stanley are super he's in the city at the moment. You should go ask him to
That sounds like a fun idea for next time. But right now we have other...
Flora's a pretty mysterious kid.
Which child shall we interrogate next?
Paimon's thinking. Oh, how about that little guy on the bridge? No way!
Well, that is...
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard? Paimon's freaking out right now. That thing is sure...
what say you we postpone our conversation with Timmy for the...
Huh? Paimon has a favorite line? Seriously? Oh, alright. How about we explore the area ahead of us later? Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
Fitting, isn't it? That the City of Freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
What about adults' imaginations? Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
Welcome to Mondstadt.
The thing about wine is,
Чем
you
таким
have to
важным
drink it
занят
at the tavern,
Крейзи?
or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even if you drank a lot.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being
Just drink responsibly on my...
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then?
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so?
That's sorry. I have no recollection.
That's odd. Master Diluc, I'm sure I saw such a vase in your home.
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear...
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well, Paimon for one never want...
This raises an interesting question. Let's go and check. How about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
Uh-oh. Somehow Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary. Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? Yeah, she's so conscientious.
Oh, hello. What are you...
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Huh, thanks. I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with... How can I smash all these training dummies at once? Like, so that's how to do it. Thank you. It's clear I still have a...
So modest. I, for one, think you're quite the...
Well, I'm exhausted from training, so clearly my fitness needs some work.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she...
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught... Ugh, but I'm so sore from training. Honorary knight. Could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's a friend of mine. Recently started as an... We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him know it'll have to be... If I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the Temple of the Lion. He's adventure... Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. Great! Thank you so much.
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. We didn't bag all the loot last time! Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry. Allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high. Brace yourself. Let's light it up. You can't run. Yeah. Think you can get away?
Booba, get them! You're toast!
Punishment! Yeah! Yeah! Judgment! You can't run!
Hey, are those guys...
Let's play!
So you know your stuff, huh?
Judgment!
Lights out.
Time for takeoff. To vengeance! Let's light it up!
I was so sure I was about to die.
To be fair, that could have gone either way. So, you must be Jack the Adventurer, I assume?
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came looking for you.
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together. She'll join—
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about.
Whoa! You are Stanley? You are that legendary adventurer? Renowned in all of
The very same.
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as legendary. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back, or—
I think we should keep going. With Stanley by our—
Okay, motion passed by
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Magivari.
Enough already! Ugh. Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Now, where was I?
You and your partner reached the Magivari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. At the edge of rock. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow! So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more, where the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
That poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows, to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt on the wind, that's
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions. Like clearing up the slimes clogging up the sewers.
Shouldn't that...
Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of— Oh, you thought so too, huh? I agree. He wasn't telling the whole story.
Please excuse me. I'll be...
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest hero, Vanessa. I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two, I don't know, outstanding individuals always come? If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable of. Right now, I'm just a rookie. My abilities are limited. And my parents don't support my goals one bit. So, what do you say? Help a guy out? I can't bring myself to tell Stanley about it, because my reasons are so, selfish.
Aw, poor Jack. Let's vent to you coming too? I don't...
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had...
Dotta Gorge, was it? Let's hurry, there's no time to lose.
That bunch of orange churros! Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely! Going in! Judgment!
Eat this!
Shiver! Yeah! You can't run! Lo and behold,
Are you sure? Looks kinda basic to Paimon, and a little worse for wear, too. Why would Hilly Churls be bowing down before a piece of junk like this?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils.
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic.
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an animal? If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmer. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you
You're right. You're right. Then...
So, we got our sword. Let's scout around. It's definitely in Dotta.
There's somebody there!
Stanley? What's he doing here?
He's acting so weird.
What happened? Why did you stop?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those Mora spouting weasel thieves passed by is all.
What? Where?
Maybe another time.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
Lo and behold, the shield of magnificent honor.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. It's a chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right mind?
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just taken from a...
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one? Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed. Such magnificent strength.
You do have a point. Shiny new shields don't stay new and shiny. Okay then. Well, maybe if we... Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some hilly trillium by now. If not, there's always body language. Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all. Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate...
Mexican plata? Manilla! Manitata!
Oh, yeah! He actually gave us the shield!
Guys, thank you so much! I can't believe I actually found them! Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons I found!
Главное, чтобы он теперь...
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! What are you doing here, Stanley?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack's feelings?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dada Gorge. You've fought battles here before.
You better believe it. I can navigate this whole area.
Wow. Then I admire your perseverance.
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. I'll get back to my,
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I must say I'm intrigued. Someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder if such a person was forced to take their first step towards the future.
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to myself. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's Share tonight.
Don't we have a job to do?
take it back, Allie. I shouldn't get caught buying alcohol.
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name?
Surely not. Even I've never heard tell of a second Stanley.
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one that died in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day.
Does anyone get what's going on?
I think our friend really did make it to the Merjavari. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called—
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Madrigal. Stanley will never die, because I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too... Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes!
Go away. Save your questions. Just leave me in peace.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me...
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can—
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and—
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. Stanley, Oh, we'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well...
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts? That isn't like you.
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurous spirit is so pure. I'm just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star, full of...
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experiences.
Stories? Experiences? What's the point of them anymore? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, that's my biggest secret of all. And all these years, I've been living to tell his story. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive his entire—
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But I think that I'm gonna be okay.
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own. This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk to walk, right?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some. I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? What is... Oh, hey!
Хотя... А где я? Издевательство.
So, you're
Venti! Have you come to...
me here to help you? Why, on the
But Paimon just saw you talking to
Aha! So, Prince is the name of the feline fiend who... Though it gladdens my heart to see that the free-spirited ethos of Mondstadt is alive and...
Prince is a mischievous little rascal, all right?
Indeed.
Yes, quite. I have a performance tonight, and without my spare string...
What would a kitty cat want with...
Everyone knows cats go crazy for a ball of...
What?
These lyre strings are made of astral iron, which contains animo energy. That's a trick of the trade from a traveling bard.
The strings contain animo energy? That'll help us. It's time for you to... I'm unsure there must be some elemental footprint.
Thank you all. Prince should be somewhere... Oh, take this fish. It's Little Prince's favorite food. Prince should be somewhere around the marketplace.
I will make you better.
Haven't you heard? There's a string.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
Wow, Prince is very... See if you can approach him crouching from behind. It must be difficult not being... If you're anxious to find Prince, Why not? If you run out of fish, go...
Hard work is all there is to the craft.
I wonder you're a master.
Race you!
Come take a look.
Prince! Where did you go running off to?
We definitely had our work cut out for us looking for him.
Oh, Princey, how could you leave me like that?
Looks like those two need some time to themselves. And here are your astral iron strings.
You found them! Wonderful! I was not a... I dare say that a private performance played using these very same strings.
What?
Apologies.
Oh, now Paimon gets why you didn't go...
Anyway, thanks for the help. I'll be going now.
Think we're finally finished with the commissions we were doing for Jean. A day in the life of Jean really is hard work. Wonder how she's feeling now. Let's head to the cathedral and pay her a visit.
You made it. Finally.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? So, did you at least manage to find your wine?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare when actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right?
That's right. The Tyrant of the Winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form?
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky, he was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar. Were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing, Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apples? Really?
Getting a little...
Paimon's had it up to here with you!
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back. Back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Ad Astra Abyssa.
Come take a look.
Welcome back. You must be exhausted.
Oh, it's nothing. Looking up, Jean has regained consciousness and should be back to her normal self soon enough.
That's great news! Let's go and see her!
But she just left the cathedral. I tried to tell her she needs more. She tried to act like she was fine and kept saying she wanted to get some fresh air.
Where?
Oh, that huge tree at Windrise? That place is dedicated to Mondstadt's hero. Jean goes there whenever she feels lost and confused deep.
Barbara, that's some pretty personal stuff.
Jean, mentioned it to me, you know, before she left. That's what I'm worried about too. But
Don't worry, we'll take over.
Great! That puts my mind at rest.
Lady Vanessa, I hope your watch over Mondstadt remains unclouded. I do not know if I, or the rest of the world, as you had hoped for, have become stronger. Huh?
Hi, Jean. Are you feeling better now?
Much better. I was not expecting you to come here. Thank you for your
Are you sure? We saw you beneath the tree just now, leaning on your sword. Are you sure you aren't pushing yourself too hard?
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. But I must find a way to cope with minor setbacks like this on my own. Otherwise...
You truly revere Vanessa, huh?
I do. Vanessa was the first Grandmaster. As the Lion Fang Knight, she courageously overthrew the oppressive ruling aristocracy of her time.
Dandelion Knight? Isn't that...
Actually, all of the Knights of Favonius Masters throughout the ages have inherited the title of Dandelion Knight.
Oh, that makes sense now. You too want to be as gentle as the Dandelion Knight, and yet as fierce as the...
Yes. I know it sounds like a huge honor, inheriting both these titles from Vanessa, but I see it more as a huge responsibility. After all, it is a lot to live up to.
Paimon thinks so too.
Huh?
Jean?
Who's there?
Caught red-handed. Finally, an opportunity comes to get rid of the Master in a moment of...
How did they know about Jean's condition? Choosing this moment to strike is a low blow, even for this lot.
As long as my name is the Dandelion Knight, I swear I
Since this opportunity has slipped away,
Stop! After him!
Jean, you're still recovering.
No, I must go after him.
Jean, you can't...
I do trust you, but to let an...
Fine, but at least let us go with you.
Thank you for your understanding.
as traps.
How badly are you hurt? Oh, one of my own being injured. Let me handle this.
No, you are in no state to handle this.
Okay, but before we move out, at least let me heal.
Thanks. You're a...
I swear by my sword!
Let's run!
Looks like our fate finally tried. To think you chased me this far. Face my brave subordinates. I put a spell on them to calm their fear of water.
Judgment! Booba, get them! Yeah!
Yeah.
Back off! Huh? Teamwork is dreamwork!
Yeah.
Face the fury of my flames. This one is enough to reignite the fiery fury of the rest.
Huh? Judgment!
Barbados, guide us.
Huh? You can't run! Shiver! I'm going in!
Out of the frying pan, into the...
Yeah!
Hey, yeah!
Yeah! Ha! Ha! Punishment!
I swear by my sword.
Back off! Judgment!
Looks like our fates are intertwined. To think you pushed me this far. I will deal with you myself.
You can't run!
Wind, hear me.
Eat this!
Yeah!
Yeah. Whew. Thanks to Barbara's help,
The main thing is that you're safe. Now,
Yes, I should at least go and thank Barbara again.
Master, you finally returned.
Swan, were you with...
Yes, at the Angel's Share. Don't worry, it's nothing big, but... okay, I know I said it's nothing big, but...
Huh?
Well, if you say so, Swan, it's fine. Now that I have had the chance...
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
For goodness sake, what is happening to the world? Swan used to be the most honest...
Well, Swan was clearly agitated.
Dandelions? Of course they're flowers.
Oh, what's all this?
It's a thank you party for you.
A thank you party?
Jean, when we heard the news about your illness, we were all so worried. We can only imagine how much pressure you must be under as acting Grandmaster.
We thought that since you so rarely take any time off, after all, you'll never let us do this once you're back at work.
Jean? Huh? Is this Jean when she's shy? I've never seen her.
It's easy to forget that outside of work, Jean is...
This is just all such a... Thank you, everyone. This really means so much to me.
Well, it's nothing compared to the amount of work you do for all of us.
But there are so many things
Fear not. We wanted to make sure you could relax and enjoy yourself. So while you were away, we all pitched in and finished off your...
Did you really? Even the issue with the food
It was no different from what we see on patrol. A couple of hilly churls.
And the tax returns?
I spent so much time doing library admin. A few...
Well, what about Margaret's missing cat?
Are you kidding me?
That rascally prince was apprehended by the brilliant honorary knight.
Enough already. No more thinking about work today.
It is my honor to work alongside you all. Speaking of work, it must have been hard work to put...
Actually, our friend here was the key organ... See all of this food and drink? He made sure not only that, but he cooked each one of these beautiful dishes. So relax already. There's no need to be so modest. Of course, we also have Master Diluc to thank for the venue.
Despite my initial reluctance, I, like any other citizen of Mondstadt, owe Jean my gratitude for her...
Oh, Master Diluc,
All right. Jean's supposed to be taking it...
Agreed. Now, let the party begin.
It looks like everyone seems to be partying hard. Paimon thinks we should join in the fun. Let's go and mingle. Oh, and Paimon thinks she saw Jean go upstairs by herself. Let's make sure the woman of the hour doesn't get left out.
Oh, it is you. Yes, I am just getting some air.
Uh-oh, it seems like something's bothering Jean.
I want to thank you again. Either way, it is good to be here together with everyone. It has lifted my spirits. And it has taught me something.
What's that?
I am definitely more of a Dandelion Knight than a Lionfang Knight. The Lionfang Knight represents Vanessa's past, a past in which she...
But it was the Dandelion Knight that represented her hopes for the future. A future I do believe that Vanessa watches over us, whether from high up above or from the... Let the wind lead. The winds of freedom will guide us along the path that lies ahead.